Hey everyone, what if I told you that after this video, you will never confuse ethylene, proline, novafil, polyester, and silk sutures ever again? Welcome back to Sutureland. In part 1, we explored absorbable sutures. If you haven't watched that video yet, I highly recommend watching it before this video. Before we begin the story, let's quickly take a look at non absorbable sutures. Non absorbable sutures are synthetic and natural sutures. Synthetic non absorbable sutures include ethylene, also known as nylon or polyamide, proline, also known as polypropylene, novafil, also known as polybutester, polyester, also known as ethibond. Natural non absorbable suture include silk. Now, let's meet each character and learn their name, uses, and features. So, let's enter Sutureland. First, look at this man named Ethan. How do we know he's Ethan? Because his shawl says Ethan, which immediately reminds us of ethylene. Now, look carefully at his arms. Wrapped around, it is a nylon rope. This reminds us that ethylene is also known as nylon or polyamide. Now let's see where this suture is used. First, notice Ethan's eyes. They looked white and cloudy, just like patient with cataract. That's our first clue. Ethylene is used in cataract surgery. Next, look at the nylon rope running through his arms. The rope looks like a nerve. Since nerves control muscles, this rope connecting directly to the muscle reminds us that ethylene is used for nerve repair. And finally, notice the exposed tendon in his arm. That reminds us that ethylene is also used for tendon repair. Simple enough? Great. Now, let's meet the strongest man in Sutureland. Meet the pro athlete of Sutureland. The word pro is written on his shirt. Instantly reminds us of proline. And proline is also known as polypropylene. Notice something else. He is dressed completely in blue. That's because proline sutures are characteristically blue in color. Now look at those massive biceps. This guy spends more time in gym than at home. But why? Because proline has excellent tensile strength and his muscles help us remember exactly that. Now look at what he's holding. A red pipe and a blue pipe. What do those represent? Blood vessels. This reminds us that proline is widely used in vascular surgery and blood vessel anastomosis. Look at his shirt. It is made of mesh. That's remind us of hernia mesh repair. Another important use of proline. And finally, notice his six-pack abs. Those represent the rectus abdominis muscle. Now imagine his mother gave him an important grocery sheet before he came to Sutureland. Put them together, rectus plus sheet is rectus sheath, and that help us remember another important use of proline, that is rectus sheath closure. Now look at this boy named Phil. Phil is carrying a new tester in his hand. New sounds like novi, and together with Phil, it becomes novifil, novafil. Simple? Now look behind him. He's standing next to Polly's cap zone. Polly reminds us of Polly, and new tester reminds us of butester. Together, they help us remember the other name of novafil, that is polybutester. Short and easy. Now let's move to the next suture. Look carefully at Ethan's hands. What is he holding? A bunch of decorated Easter eggs. The word Easter sounds similar to Esther. And because there are multiple Easter eggs, they reminds us of polyester. But that's not all. Notice that the Easter eggs are actually bonded to Ethan's hand. Bonded to Ethan, that is ethibond. That's the glue. So, polyester is also known as ethibond. Whenever you see those Easter eggs bonded to Ethan's hand, you will immediately recall both names. Finally, we arrive at the only natural non-absorbable suture in Sutureland, that is silk. Look at the girl wearing beautiful black silk sari. That instantly reminds us of silk suture, which is characteristically black in color. Now look at her exposed abdomen. The visible skin reminds us that silk can be used for skin suturing. And notice the Romovac drain attached to her skin. This reminds us of one of the classic use of silk, that is securing surgical drains. Now, as always, we have saved the most important concept for the end. From part 1 of Sutureland, you already know our rules. Thin mustache represent monofilament suture. Braids, that is choti, जो हम बालों में डालते हैं, that represents braided suture. Now look around the sketch. Can you spot the characters with thin mustache? Pause for a second and try. Did you find them? That's right. Ethylon, Proline, and Novafil all have thin mustache, which means they are monofilament suture. Now look at our silk sari girl. She doesn't have a mustache because she's a girl, obviously. Yaar. Instead, she has a long braid or choti. That tell us silk is braided suture. Easy peasy. Before we finish, let's do a quick memory test. Ethane with the nylon rope is ethylon, also known as nylon or polyamide, which is used for cataract, nerves, and tendon suture. Pro athlete in blue, which is proline, also known as polypropylene, used for blood vessels, hernia mesh, and rectus sheath suture. Fill with the new tester. We can say Novafil, also known as polybutester. Ester X bonded to ethene. We say polyester, also known as ethibond. Girl in black sari, that is silk, used for skin sutures and securing drains. If you can visualize these 5 characters, you have already memorized the entire family of non absorbable sutures. If this story helped you, comment below which character was your favorite and which suture you remembered the fastest. And if you haven't watched Sutureland Part 1, go watch it next because Part 1 and Part 2 together complete the entire topic of suture materials. Don't forget to like, share with your friends, and subscribe for more visual mnemonics. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next journey through Sutureland.